Hello, welcome to my channel Math with Nazia. In this video, we are going to learn few word problems about square root. So the first question here is, the area of a square field is 60,025 meters square. Aman cycles along its boundary at 18 km per hour. In how much time will he return at the starting point? So these type of questions are usually asked for grade 9 and 10. So now whenever you have a word problem, try to split it into parts and understand first what is given and what is asked. So the first part, what is given is the area of the square field is 60,025 meters square. So we know the area here. So the area is 60,025 meters square. So this is the first part which is given to us. Now Aman cycles along its boundary. So usually boundary in the sense it is perimeter. So he cycles along the boundary at 18 km per hour. So here the speed of his cycling is given. So let's see the speed. So let's write first what is given. So speed is 18 km per hour. So these two are given to us. Now what is asked? In how much time will he return at the starting point? So first they are asking us to find out what time he will return at the starting point. So now first let's see the first part which is given to us is area. So the area of a square is side times side. Now we know the area is 60,025 equals side square. So S equals square root of 60,025. So the square root of 60,025 is 245. I am not doing the square root method again because I have already taught in my previous videos. It is very easy. Either you can do with the division method or the prime factorization method. I have already taught you this. You can refer my video. The link will be in the description. So now we have found the side. So let me write the unit also. It is meter. So the side is 245 meters. So now we have got the side. And now what is given to us next? The next one which is given to us is speed. Speed is given in 18 km per hour. So speed is in kilometer per hour, but area is in meter square. So we have to have the same units. So it is better to convert a larger unit to a smaller unit, because converting a smaller to a larger will take it into decimal. So better we convert a larger unit to a smaller unit. So converting a kilometer to meter. So now what is given? 18 km per hour. So whenever this type is given, we will write 18 and 1 kilometer equals how many meters? Yes, 1 kilometer equals 1000 meters. So I'll write 1000 here divided by, since this is an hour. So hour we have to convert it into seconds, not to minutes. If it was minutes, we will write 160. And since it is an hour, I am multiplying it with another 60. For 1 hour, I am converting it into seconds. So 60 times 60. Or else you can directly write 3600. So instead of that, for you to understand, I have written 60 times 60. So now we can simplify. Whenever we have a 0 at the end, you can cross out the zeros, which is a very easy method. So that now you have got 18 times 10 divided by 6. So 18 times 10 is 180 divided by 6 times 6. You can further simplify this by crossing out, and then your speed would be 5 meter per second. So isn't it easy to find a kilometer to a meter? We have found out how much was his speed for meter per second. So now we have the side is 245 meters and the speed is 5 meter per second. So now both are in the same unit, right? Now the question is, how much time will it take to return to the starting point? So he is traveling around the boundary, right? So for that boundary is always the perimeter. So what is the perimeter of a square? Right, it's 4 times S. We don't know what is the perimeter, we know what is the side. So it is 4 times 245. So the perimeter which we have got is 980 meters. So now we have got the perimeter with which he was traveling around. So he has to travel 980 meters. So now let's find the time taken. So what is the formula to find the time taken? Correct. It is distance, total distance divided by speed. 980 divided by 5. So 980 divided by 5 will get us 196 seconds. So since it is 196 seconds, we can convert it into minutes and seconds. So this will be 3 minutes and 16 seconds. So the answer, time taken for the cyclist to cycle around the boundary and come back to the starting point is 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Isn't it easy? We are first seeing what is given to us, converting it to a perimeter, then the time taken. So now let's see the second example for today, which is, so the second example, the second word problem which we have taken for today is the greatest 4-digit number, which is a perfect square. So now we have to form a greatest 4-digit number which is a perfect square. So as usual, which you know, what is the greatest 4-digit number? So the greatest 4-digit number which we all know is 9,999. So we know that the greatest number is 9,999. But the question is, which is a perfect square? So let's do the division method of finding the square root and let's see what is the remainder. And that remainder we can subtract with this number so that we get our perfect square. So now let's do the division method. I think you all remember this method. We have already done this in our previous video. You can refer that and the link will be given in the description below. So now let's do this question, 9,999. So what is the first step we do? Right, we pair it. We pair the numbers from the right side. So I'm just pairing it. Now we have a 99. We always write the numbers in square. So the highest square is 9 times 9, which is 81. So now we have got 9 times 9 is 81. Now let's subtract these two. So when we subtract these two, 99 minus 81, which is 18. Now the next step is to bring down these two numbers. When you bring down these two, 9 becomes 1,899. And then the next step is we add a 9 with this. So this becomes an 18. So 1, 8, and what number should be written in the ones place? The same number should be written in the quotient. So let me take a 9 here and here also a 9. So this becomes 1701. Now again we have to subtract. We will follow the same method. So when we subtract these two, we get 198. So since the remainder is 198, we have to subtract the remainder with 9,999. So 9,999 minus 198, which will give us 9,801. So 9,801 is the greatest square number, right? So this is our greatest square number. This can be asked in different forms. Greatest 4-digit number, 5-digit, 6-digit, anything can be asked. So whenever this type of question comes, you can find out, take a greatest number and then find out the square root, and then whatever the remainder is there, subtract it so that you get the greatest 4-digit number. Right, now let's see the third example for today. So our third example for today is the product of two number is 1296. If one number is 16 times the other, find the number. So first we have to find the product of two numbers. So let the two numbers be, what is the two numbers? Let's keep it as A and B. So let me take the two numbers as A and B. So we have to find the product of two numbers. So what has been asked? A times B, which is equal to 1296. So this is what is given in our first point. So as I told you, always split the question, understand part by part, and then substitute it and then find the answer. So we have done the first part. The product of two numbers is 1296. So let the two numbers be A and B, and the product of them is A times B equals 1296. Clear? Now let's see the second part. If one number is 16 times the other, so A equals 16 times B and B equals B. I'll keep the A as 16. You can take it in either way. You can keep A as A and take B as 16 times A. Any way you can do it. So I have taken A as 16 times B and B as B itself. So now since we know the value of A is 16B and B is B, let's substitute here. So A is 16B times B equals 1296. Now 16B times B is 16B square, which is equal 1296. B square equals 1296 divided by 16. So B square will be equal to 81. So since B square is equal to 81, B equals square root of 81. And 81 is a square number, so we can directly write the value of B is 9. So now we have got the value of B. Now what is A? A is 16B. So we know what is A is 16B. So A equals 16 times 9. So A equals 144. Isn't it easy? We have found out what is A and what is B. So if you want to verify whether your answer is right or wrong, so for these type of questions you can verify whether your answer is right or wrong. So whenever you want to verify to check if your answer what you have got is right or wrong, you can just multiply A times B. So that will be 9 times 144. So here I'm just writing a small verification so that it is easy for you to understand. So whenever you want to verify, since these two numbers we have got, A times B equals 1296. So let's find out whether 144 times 9 is 1296. So 144 times 9, whenever we multiply, we get 1296. So this is, so now since we have verified, it will be easy for us to know whether we have done it right or wrong. So 144 times 9 is 1296. So isn't it easy? We can easily verify. This is just a verification. If you don't want to do, you can skip this. It is just for your verification to understand whether you have done your answer right or wrong. So if you have any queries related to word problems, you can comment down in the comment section. And for more tips and tricks, do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.